As we all know, the global outbreak of COVID 19 is an unprecedented event, and we all can beat it together by staying home. Hi, friends and professional colleagues. I am Ayushi Jain, partner at Epic and Associates LLP. This is the 27th video of our web series that is One Concept, One Slide, initiated by Epic and Associates LLP. Today, we are presenting the revised timelines along with other relaxations and clarifications for various corporate compliances after the spread of COVID 19. We look forward to receive your queries, comments and feedback by any means given on the slide. All of our videos are covering a topic updated as on the date of publication on our YouTube channel. Keeping in view the spread of COVID-19, MCA has clarified that funds spent for various activities related to COVID-19 under Schedule 7, such as promotion of healthcare, including preventive healthcare and sanitation and disaster management, is eligible as CSR expenditure. It was also clarified that funds transferred to PM CARES Fund shall also be qualified as CSR expenditure. With respect to the same, we have added additional amended slide in the earlier video number 9 on the same topic CSR available on our website. The link to these presentations are also available in the description box of our respective videos on our YouTube channel and can be downloaded therefrom. This outbreak has led to lockdowns and unexpected restrictions on the public as well as the corporate sector across the world. In order to control its spread, the Government of India has ordered all establishments except organizations providing essential goods and services to temporarily close their physical offices. Keeping in mind the same, the government has temporarily relaxed a number of compliance requirements for the corporate sector. We have analyzed some of the major relaxations in this video. Before beginning with the timelines, it is important to note here that the relaxations provided by MCA are written in black, relaxations by SEBI in orange and RBI in green. Other than this, we have used certain abbreviations in our video and the same are displayed on the screen. As per the provisions of Companies Act 2013, independent directors are required to hold at least one meeting without the attendance of non-independent directors and members of the management. For the financial year 1920, if the independent directors have not been able to hold such a meeting, the same shall be viewed not as a violation. The independent directors may, however, share their views amongst themselves through telephone or email or any other mode of communication if they deem it necessary. The due date for various compliances by a listed company is May 15, 2020. For example, quarterly statement of investor complaints as per Regulation 13(3), quarterly corporate governance report as per Regulation 27(2), quarterly shareholding pattern as per Regulation 31 on or before the said date. In addition to this, Regulation 47 of LODR requires publishing in the newspaper various information such as notice of board meeting, financial results, etc. As some newspapers are not bringing print versions or not publishing e-copy, thereby acting as a challenge in ensuring compliance with this regulation. Hence, SEBI has decided to exempt this publication of newspaper advertisement for all events scheduled till May 15, 2020. The due date of filing of compliance certificate on share transfer facility as per Regulation 7(3) and a certificate from PCS on timely issue of share certificates as per Regulation 40, Sub-Regulation 9 and quarterly share capital audit report as per DP regulations is extended till May 31, 2020. The requirement for reporting the information received regarding loss of share certificates and issue of the duplicate certificate is within 2 days of its receipt. However, it is provided that no penal provisions shall be attracted for late intimations made between March 1 and May 31, 2020. Coming to the next extended due date, that is June 30, 2020. It is the due date for annual secretarial compliance report as per Regulation 24A, filing of quarterly and annual financial results as per Regulation 33, holding of at least one meeting of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee, Stakeholders Relationship Committee, Risk Management Committee for the financial year 1920. Also, there is an exemption from maximum stipulated time gap of 120 days between two meetings for the meetings of Board of Directors and Audit Committee held or proposed to be held between the period December 1, 2019 and June 30, 2020. It is also provided that the SEBI circular dated January 22, 2020 on the standard operating procedure with respect to suspension and revocation of trading of specified securities shall also come into effect from June 30, 2020. MCA has issued Companies Meeting of Board and its Powers Amendment Rules 2020 on March 19, 2020, which provides that companies may hold board meeting for approval of annual financial statements, board's report, etc. through video conferencing or other audiovisual means rather than holding physical meeting till June 30, 2020. Also, companies are required to and requested to take all urgent business other than ordinary business or business where the person has the right to be heard, which require the approval of members through the postal ballot or e-voting means without holding a physical general meeting. In case of unavoidable circumstances, companies are allowed to conduct EGMs on or before June 30, 2020 through video conferencing or other audiovisual means, along with the facility of e-voting after complying the prescribed procedure, and all the resolutions related thereto shall be filed with the ROC within 60 days. Also, for the requirement under 73(2)(c) of Companies Act 2013 to create the deposit repayment reserve of 20% of deposits maturing during the financial year 2020-21 before 30th April 2020 shall be allowed now to comply till 30th June. The requirement under Rule 18 of the Company's Share Capital and Debenture Rules 2014 to invest or deposit at least 15% of amount of debentures maturing in specified methods of investments or deposits before 30 now extended to June 30. Apart from this, the disclosures of aggregate shareholding and voting rights as on March 31, 2020 required under Regulation 30 of the SEBI Takeover Code by the promoters and any person holding 25% or more voting rights, and declaration under Regulation 31(4) by the promoters regarding the encumbrance of their shares shall be made till July 1, 2020. Now discussing the compliances on or before September 30, 2020. The annual general meeting of top 100 listed entities by market capitalization for the financial year 1920 shall be held till September 30, 2020 rather than within 5 months from the closure of financial year. The annual general meeting of the top 100 listed companies by market capitalization for the financial year ended December 2019 shall be held till September 30, 2020, that is within 9 months of closure of financial year. DIR3 KYC of all the DIN holders, web-based or PDF form as the case may be, shall be done on or before September 30, 2020, including for directors who have not done the same in the earlier years as per the relaxation provided by MCA. The mandatory requirement of holding meetings of the Board of Companies with an interval as provided in Section 173, that is within 120 days, stands extended by a period of 60 days till September 30. Accordingly, as one-time relaxation, the gap between two consecutive meetings of the board may extend to 180 instead of 120 days. No additional fees shall be charged for late filing during a moratorium period from 1st April to 30th September 2020 in respect of any document, return, statement, etc. required to be filed on MCA portal, irrespective of its due date, which will not only reduce the compliance burden but also financial burden of companies, LLPs at large. Also, MCA has come up with the company's fresh start scheme to enable long-standing non-compliant companies to make a fresh start, an LLP settlement scheme for allowing one-time condonation of delay in filing statutorily required documents with the registrar, and that is valid from April 1 to September 30, 2020. The deadline for the implementation of LEI system for entities having net worth of 200 crore till 200 crore is also extended till September 30, 2020 as against the previous deadline of March 31, 2020. Other timelines which would practically come into effect after March 31, 2021 are applicability of CARO 2020 beginning from April 1, 2020. Also, mandatorily applicability of ICSI accounting standards is hereby extended for audit engagements accepted by the auditor on or after October 1, 2020 instead of April 1, 2020. Non-compliance of minimum residency in India for a period of at least 182 days by at least one director of every company shall not be treated as a non-compliance for the financial year 1920. Other event-based clarifications or relaxations are: funds spent for COVID-19 activities qualify as CSR activity under item number 7 of Schedule 7, and funds transferred to PM CARES Fund also qualify as CSR funding. Declaration for commencement of business may be filed within an additional period of 180 days, that is within 360 days of incorporation by a newly incorporated company. Third, also the prior intimation to stock exchange about board meeting shall be made 2 days before the event in place of 5 days held on or before July 31, 2020. And the authentication certification of annual filing of any filing submission made to stock exchange under LODR may be made using digital signature certifications till June 30, 2020. There is an ambiguity or rather an unanswered question whether late filing of any form during the moratorium period amount to non-compliance of the applicable provisions of the law or not. Waiver is just from late fees or from non-compliance of the section as well. You can refer our other videos already published on our YouTube channel. You may subscribe for our weekly light and monthly light newsletters for all latest updates in areas such as SEBI, FEMA and Companies Act, etc. You can also follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn page for daily updates by referring the details given on the slide and in the description box below. We have tried to cover the revised timelines of various corporate compliance along with other relaxations or clarifications provided during this current scenario of lockdown in the extraordinary situation due to spread of COVID-19 by MCA, RBI and SEBI. We request you to share your views and advice on this web series, including the topics that you want us to cover in coming videos. Thank you.